Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Thursday morning. We're now on the downhill slide toward the weekend. Today is May the 16th, and anyway, I hope you had a great Wednesday. Hope that you were able to get over the hump of this week, and now can start kind of looking toward the weekend. Hope that you were able to maybe start looking at that way and kind of finishing some things up. But anyway, now it's Thursday morning, and if you came up a little short of time you needed yesterday, well, today's a new day, and God has blessed us with the breath to breathe. And I certainly I hope this morning finds you feeling well. Hope that you're well rested, and hope that you're ready to venture out and tackle the opportunities that God has richly blessed us with. This morning I want to share a devotional with you entitled "Like a Mustard Seed." Our numbers have probably never been greater, in the church today as a whole. So-called mega churches, dot the landscape across the United States and around the world. And, it's an amazing thing, when we stop and we consider the fact that our faith had such humble, beginnings. When Christ was born, who at the time who would have thought this little baby would change the world and world history, and from that point forward. During Jesus' earthly ministry, the Romans they didn't seem to pay a whole lot of attention to him, or his claims. They tolerated Judaism as long as the Jews conformed to Roman law. Now, in their minds, Jesus he got into trouble, when with his own religious leaders. Remember Pontius Pilate, he tried to keep his distance, but ultimately, got pulled into it. He symbolically washed his hands, essentially saying, this is not on me, it's on you. And then he sent Christ to be crucified, thinking it was the end of the matter. And then the message began, circulating that Jesus, he had risen from the dead. And, the Romans, they tried to suppress it, but the Christians, they only became bolder. And ultimately, the Romans, they tried to completely wipe out, Christianity. Secular historians, agree that from the wicked Caesar Nero to Diocletian, there were 10 major attempts to wipe out Christianity. But they didn't stop Christianity, because the church marches on. As Jesus said in Matthew chapter 16, verse 18, he said, I will build my church, and all the powers of hell will not conquer it. And, the good news is, that God will be at work, bringing people into his kingdom until his return to this earth. The bad news is that, Satan also, he'll be at work, seeking to undermine people's faith. Writing to Timothy, about the last days, the Apostle Paul, he said in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13, he said, but evil people and impostors will flourish. They will deceive others and will themselves be deceived. In the end times, there will be impostors, hypocrites, in the truest sense of the word. And God has told us, to be aware of this. He's saying, be on your guard. Now, one of the ways, the devil seeks to undermine our faith is through infiltration. Excuse me. In what we call, the parable of the mustard seed. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 13, verses 31 and 32, the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed planted in a field. It is the smallest of all seeds, but it becomes the largest of garden plants. It grows into a tree, and birds come and make nests in its branches. Now, I want you to notice that Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed. What we need to know is that, mustard seeds don't grow into trees. They grow into bushes or shrubs. And so Jesus, he was saying this was unnatural growth. He was saying, the kingdom of God is like something small that grows into, something unusually big. We're not going to have, a perfect, end times utopia, where everyone believes in Jesus. Nor will we have complete anarchy, where no one believes in Jesus. But until the Lord's return, we will see, the good and the bad, the godly and the ungodly together. But God ultimately will have victory. And, I think that's where we have to, we have to hang on to that is that God, he's already won the victory, and he will have victory in the end, when the end times come. He's going to have his way. And so we can find victory in that. We can find comfort in that. And so anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Thursday morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.